Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for kickoffs and kick-ons.
Here we have.
Are we in?
Yeah, we're in.
Roll me in, mate.
I didn't know you had this talent. For those of you listening, I'm about to do the intro, but Swoop has the most amazing talent of spinning a pillow on his finger.
Can't spin anything else. Just pillows.
Hello and welcome. G'day. Welcome to the Coco Show. For this, a public holiday down here in Sydney. For those of you not from here, it is the King's birthday weekend, which, now I've looked into it. It's not actually the King's birthday, but every year we do celebrate it. We take a moment, we reflect on an amazing career. I'll often send the ball of the century to a mate or two, or reflect on his 700th wicket. So it's a big day, and we do, it's a shame we lost Shane Warne, but it's always good to remember him.
Thanks for the public holiday warning.
Thank you, Warnie. Hey, off the top, I always have to do this. We have a sponsor of this show. Now it is Polo Ralph Lauren. You can see the kits that we're wearing. God, we look good again.
We do. And feel good.
Oh, I feel terrific. It's very excited to have them on board. It's, of course, thanks to Myer, which is Australia's largest department store. They made that dream a reality, and you can get all this kit and much, much more Polo Ralph Lauren at Myer. You're just going to do www.myer.com.au, and you can have all the Polo Ralph Lauren stuff you could ever want. Right, to the podcast. It is finals footy time. Isn't it fantastic to have finals footy, and what a phenomenal few finals footy games that we saw. We're going to be looking at them all on the pod today. Below the equator, there was 4 games of finals footy, and all of them were fantastic. Drew has a take on it.
We'll get to it.
It sounds like a what's drawing to me. Then, above the equator, obviously, we had the Gallagher Premiership final. What a cracking match that was. The Saints taking on Bath. We will get into it on the pod. More fantastic finals footy. Hooray for finals footy. Also, we have a very special guest joining us. We're becoming the home of Irish wingers here, aren't we? What's our second one?
Yeah.
Who jagged this guest, boys? Just real quick before I intro you.
Definitely me.
Guilty.
Swoop hasn't thrown out a DM yet.
Mate,
Swoop does nothing but turn up and spin pillows. Genuinely.
Fuck, that's all you need. I texted old mate. Can I
Yeah,
release
go
a name?
for it.
I texted Zeebs weeks ago. So I set it up. I volleyed, right? And then Gitz is obviously just coming over the top and little spike and now claiming that he's
Right, so it is Simon Zebo for all you big fans of Irish wingers. So you're claiming it's your guest. Gitz, are you putting up with that or?
No. Well, Prof, you know what's going on. Ask Tommy, who's there. Like, Swoop's done nothing for us.
Well,
as far
maybe
as
we
getting
just
a
need
guest,
to
nothing.
slide into each other's DMs and check the dates because
We'll ask Zeebs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Who
a
he
good shout.
actually came on for.
Yeah, good shout. Tommy, has Swoop done anything for you guys? Because Tommy is also in charge, not just of the intros, but the guests. Has he done anything?
He's attempted.
He dips his toe in and
Oh,
just
that's good.
thinks that's enough.
That's what we like. We like someone that attempts.
All right, well, there we go. We'll ask the man himself, Simon Zebo. Hey, guys, it's time for our intros. And I thought the fact that it is the King's birthday, King Charles.
how old is the king?
Let me have a look here. No one gives a fuck.
Oh, don't say that. It's our king.
What?
It's like 70-something. Let's just say
No,
70
he
something.
looks so much older than that.
75, thank you, Tommy.
Jeez.
The King is 75. And I thought because it is his birthday that our theme today for intros could be members of the royal family. This is a good one. Do you like that one? Gitz?
Yeah.
We're gonna
mate,
start-
I'm pumped. After Tyrion.
All right, hey, first of all, our queen. It's the one that's our queen, Queen Elizabeth. He's petite. He's very cute. Always presents himself with dignity, a long-serving vassal of his sport. Also, he is really rich and loves a pearl necklace. It's Matt Ginner.
I knew it was coming.
Her Majesty.
Next, it's our Prince Andrew. He's the Queen's favourite. Would that be right, Gitz? Yep. He loves riding in private jets, has a helicopter licence, and personally, I've never seen him sweat. It's Drew Mitchell. Thank you.
Yep, the naughty one.
Yeah, medical condition.
He reckons.
Yeah. Finally, our Prince Harry.
I knew it.
As a very glamorous wife, loves a controversial dress up. His family hates him. That's right. He's our very own Duke of Sussex. See what we did there?
Very clever.
And let's face it, on this show, he's definitely our spare. It's Adam Ashley Cooper.
Has dog.
Hey, Swoop, you've come in hot this morning. I get the feeling you may have pushed the boat out a touch last night.
No, I didn't. No, just a couple of quiet ones.
Lies.
Half past.
Half past. Revises. Pokies. Hangover this morning. I like it.
If you saw Swoop out last night, can you send... Somebody would have got a snap of you.
I got a photo.
Did you?
I received a photo, yeah, from Lindsay Stevens, who I don't even know how he still got my number, but he sent it through. So I seen Swoop.
Can we pop it up, do you think?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I can get that.
All
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
In the event that Swoop's okay with it, we'll pop it up now. In the event that he's not, we'll pop it up now. And you, Drew, you had a lovely little weekend away?
Yeah, went down south to Ulladulla, Cupid's Estate, little winery there. There's just three couples down there just stoking the fire, getting into the wine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, nice food.
Yeah. And then what?
Anything
Three
going,
nine.
anything going in the bowl?
No, it was a nice weekend, actually. Took us a long bloody time to get down there. It said 3 hours GPS, 6 hours later, I'm still in traffic. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
And then I tried to go off. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go a gamble here.
Yeah.
Turn right down Turpentine Road, somewhere out in the National Forest. Ended up in a dirt track in the National Park, and it was pouring down rain. I was sliding everywhere in the car. Two girls in the car just
Mate,
not happy.
you never go right off Turpentine. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, mate.
Turpentine
you always-
is
yeah.
ropey.
But is that, you're not down, that's not Belangolo you're floating around.
I don't know
in
where
there.
I was, mate. Like the GPS sort of dropped out. We had no reception. Charlotte was white knuckling. The sister in the back was nervous, giggling, and I decided, look, I've got to have to just bail on this option and turn around, U-turn, and slide back up the hill. I thought for a moment there I was maybe going to get bogged in the national park with no reception. Anyway, we survived.
Very
weekend.
good. Very good. Hey, and Gitz, your team had a win, but you were watching from the sideline. Is that right?
Ah.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you not had enough weeks off already this season, mate?
Listen, if you're not selected, what do you do?
Mate, the
You
opposition
support
you
the team?
played must be real lemons if they're giving you another week off.
No, not true. I don't pick the team, but we went out there, we did the job, got 5 points, had a little team social. Darcy Breen, he's decided, the great Darcy Breen, we all love him. He decided that our team, the Seals, will go as Germans. So that's why I've just come in from the team social. I feel like another Mai Tai session, so I'm trying to really calm down. But I'll get changed as soon as you give me the call there, Prof.
Gitz, how hard did you flog yourself if you weren't playing?
I was pretty, like, to the point where the trainer came over and he said, that's enough. And I argued with him for a bit.
You win that argument?
Yeah, I finished my set, son.
When you say...
Like in training.
Okay,
Training, yeah.
sorry, obviously didn't
Yeah.
play a lot of rugby. It sounded like he was wanking.
No, I didn't have the trainer staying with me.
Right, very good. And the leader host, is there a reason why he picked that you guys are German? Is there a German connection to the Legion? Because you probably don't want to make that connection.
No, I mean, I don't like to spray Darcy just because he's such a great leader. But I feel like he dropped the ball. He wanted us to be Australia, but he chose it late. And then when we ordered on Amazon for the Cork hats, that was his big thing. They wouldn't have arrived in time. So he's gone late pivot and we went to Germany.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's pretty easy to make cork hats. Just buy a few wine bottles and a bit of string.
You'd think so, son, but over here in America, like it's a bit more difficult than that.
Well, I'm waiting to see if he gets an imaginary beef eater. Because you don't sound that impressed with Darcy Breen this week. But we'll say
He
that.
had a good game, though.
Oh, did he?
Had
Oh,
a good
okay.
game.
Save it.
Oh, you had a run.
Yeah, Darcy did. Oh, we send him out. We flog Darcy. He loves it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and again, that's training.
Let's get Das on the show.
Yeah, when's Darcy Breen coming on?
Well, we've got a plan. We just got to build him up.
All right.
Okay. Very good. Hey, just a reminder that we do have a brand new sponsor. And with a brand new sponsor, Polo Ralph Lauren, comes a brand new segment. Gits, it's time to get out of the lederhosen and into your outfit. Maybe while he's getting changed, can you do it there? This will be something for the ladies. If you just do it on camera, just give us a couple of flexes. This will get the
I was gonna throw that over it, but
No,
No, come on, get nude.
Yeah.
If you're listening, make sure you tune in. Matt Giddo's about to get his kid off. Who would like to go first with their outfit today?
Look, I've actually gone the white chino again with the, of course, the rugby boot.
Yes.
But then I paired it with this nice white and blue pinstripe number. Really,
And show us your belt.
really comfortable. Belt also, which fits. Actually, going down an extra knot.
have,
little
yeah.
knot
Not
today.
yet. Yeah, the second one, are you?
Second or third today. Had a good week. And I just thought, you know what? I just feel sophisticated and cultured, so I'm going to wear my Dharmas.
You look very country rugby.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just thought, you know what? Also, my eyes are a little bit dehydrated from the weekend down at the winery, so contacts weren't exactly sticking on when I was trying to put them in. So I thought, you know what? Just go for the frames.
Love
So,
it.
mate, run us through those frames.
Well, I actually used to have a pair when I was a young fella because I've been wearing glasses since maybe 4 or 5 or something. And I used to have a set of these, and then I kind of stopped wearing glasses for a long time, and then I've gone back to it because my good eye's starting to fatigue as well. So, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm going to throw it back to the young Drew, little Milky Bar kid.
Hey, they look great. And they look great with that
Yeah,
outfit.
thank
Where
you.
could you wear that sort
But
of
this
thing?
kid, look, I'd wear it anywhere. I'd wear
Yeah.
it to a corporate meeting.
Ooh,
I'd
yeah.
wear it to the rugby. I'd wear it out on a date night. I'd even, you know what, I'd go down the shop for it, get a coffee.
Swoop, you've gone for the...
Look, yeah, I don't know what I've
Is
gone
that a
for.
chambray? Talk to me.
What's a chambray?
I believe a chambray is like a denim, but it's a little bit...
It's denim. It's definitely
Is it a
denim. And the durability of this denim.
Can you show me?
Oh,
show me.
I'll show you.
I'll hold it.
You
Show us
hold
your
this.
durability test.
Check this out.
Oh, my...
Didn't even move.
It didn't. It's still there. Anyway, what do they call their chinos?
Just chinos.
Chinos.
Polo.
Anyway, the Lauren Chino, and I've gone with a little bit of turn up here.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah. You have a nice ankle, Swoop.
And
I've
I
just
do.
noticed.
Yeah, yes, I do.
That's great. And where would you wear this sort of thing?
Oh,
Can you tell us what you're up to when you're wearing this type of gear?
Oh, yeah, anywhere. Absolutely anywhere, Prof.
Fantastic.
When you're babysitting the kids.
Babysitting the kids.
Taking them to
maybe,
soccer.
Yeah, maybe to the car dealership, looking to buy a new car, I'd wear it there.
Pokies with Lindsay.
Pokies with Lindsay.
All right. Hey, Gits, you have since changed. This is a
have.
lovely little...
That's
is
a
that
nice number.
cerise? What do we got?
So, I was so jealous when you boys had your rugby outfits on. I looked at them, I was like, why didn't I buy that? So then the next week, I've gone out. Look what I've done. Actually, no, it was 2 weeks after I've gone out and bought it.
Look what I've done.
But, again, rotation, next level. Look at this.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow. So
moving.
durable.
Yeah.
And what's your stride
Ask me
you've
where
got
I'd
on?
wear it.
What's below?
Stride.
Below deck.
So I've gone with the denim.
Oh, yeah, great.
Oh, they're a nice
I
fit.
Yeah, they're a nice fit. So I didn't even go with the belt. So they're a nice 32. They hug. Nice. I feel like they're good. Now, where would I wear them? Is that what you asked me, Prof?
Where would you wear them? What sort of outing?
Oh, well, I suppose if you were to go to a barbecue, maybe. But you turn up to the barbecue and everyone knows you've got somewhere else to be after that. That's where I'd wear it. It's almost like I'm here, but you know I'm not here for long.
Yeah.
So that's what I've gone with.
Mate, you've nailed it. And
And you, Prof?
Oh, this is it's a button-up. It's a very colourful button-up.
There's a few buttons on
It's
that
busy.
shirt.
Yeah, it is. It's almost, what would you say, picnic ruggish.
Yep.
It's but
Yeah.
you know what? It's my mood. You know,
Yeah.
I'm colourful. I'm in a great mood.
Yep.
Yep.
Celebrating Warnie
Busy
today.
mood.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And
Looks
then
like
I've
you-
paired it with the jeans.
Looks like you're setting the dinner table, Prof.
Thank you, mate. And then I've done the jumper again across the shoulders because I can't tell you how many comments I got from the rugby union
Yeah.
community about my.
The same, we feel you. You're one of us.
I've been welcomed, and then I've paired that with a hygiene. I've tucked it in today, and I've gone no belt.
Yeah.
which was a
Can
conscious
you
decision.
stand up and just give us the full length?
I've just gone here like this. Look,
Gee, I don't know if I like the tuck in no belt. See, I went no belt shirt out, but
Okay.
you pulled it off.
Oh, but you know what you can do with polo? You can just do what you
can do
want.
whatever you want.
He's all right, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, anyway, and it's great. You can wear it to the zoo
Yeah.
with the family.
Yeah.
You wear this
It
to
might.
the zoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can wear it to the pictures.
Yeah,
If you're
wear
going
it.
to see a
Who
fella.
says
Who
the pictures?
says the pictures?
Yeah.
You
That
do
is
it.
so old.
Yeah.
When you're wearing the polo Ralph Lauren.
Let's go to the pictures.
Let's head to the pictures. Or you could do it maybe bowling. Couldn't you?
Oh, yeah, bowling would be
Head pin
nice.
bowling. And it's incredibly durable. So thank you to Polo Ralph Lauren. Just a reminder, go to myer.com.au. That was Match Fit. Great segment, guys.
Yeah, I like it.
They are getting their
My
fill.
favourite.
They must be happy.
Oh, they've got to be fucking happy.
Hey, I think
Look how
Ollie's
good
even
we
on the line. Ollie, can you tell us if Polo's happy with what we're doing?
Yeah, Lauren's really happy, particularly. Ralph's enjoying it, but yeah, good overall.
What about polo?
Marco.
Oh, polo's just the sport they play on the horse.
Oh,
That's
right.
the polo.
Makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Not a real bloke?
No, a real sport.
Okay.
Thanks, Ollie. Okay, social Swoop. I've got you down, buddy. Real quick, where can they find us?
You can find us anywhere and everywhere at Kickoffs, Kick-Ons, except if you wanted to tune into YouTube and watch our great work, Kickoffs and Kick-Ons.
Yeah. Now as we go live here, we're at 24,960 odd subscribers. We're about to hit 25,000, which is pretty exciting.
What happens at
In 6
25?
months? That's crazy.
Nothing happens at 25, but we've pretty much got 2 weeks to hit the 50,000. That was our. Remember we said
It
by
was,
Super
yeah,
Rugby
the final.
Pacific final.
Oh, yeah.
So if you wanna-
Plugsy.
So we're probably not likely
Jeez, we
to
need
get that.
to go viral. You boys need to do something.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, very excited. But in all honesty, 25,000 likes and subscribes or whatever it is in 6 months is pretty crazy for a show.
Yeah, it has
So
been
we
great.
should
Thank
all,
you, everyone, for
Oh,
that.
hang
Thank
on.
you.
Let's
Support.
be humble.
No, I'm thanking the fans.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no,
No.
I wasn't praising us. I think it's the support
Right.
that's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're killing it.
Then Gits, I've got you for the new website launch. Can you do that? Are you ready to do
Perfect.
that?
Love to. We're kickoffs and kickons.com.
Nailed it. Well, let's swing to you, Biv. What can they find on the website?
They can find everything, all of our content, any information on upcoming live shows, merchandise as well. The merchandise pre-orders stop this coming Friday, so make sure you get in, click on and purchase your pre-orders, even thickies. You guys are welcome now. Come on, order a shirt, stubby coolers, all that, and make sure you get in before Friday because that's when the pre-order sale finishes.
Very good. Also, there is a live show sitting on there. So when Australia take on Georgia, you can come and watch us in Sydney
Georgia!
at Allianz.
Georgia.
Said it this week.
Yeah.
Last week. I
So
stuffed
what's the
that
go
up.
there?
So we rock up. I think we have a couple of beers, maybe a sausage sandwich, and then you guys tell a few anecdotes. I'll probably just keep time. I think it's like
So we
an hour
do
or
a live show. It's a package, right? So you get
Yeah.
your platinum tickets to the game. You've got a 2.5 or 3 hours of drink packages,
Yeah.
food, obviously
Best seats in the house.
game as well. We'll do a live show and then we'll get into the game. How
It'll be a
good!
lot of fun. So get on there. You can click and buy the tickets, and then you'll get to meet us. Oh god, that'll be great. Okay, hey, social snitches.
Oh,
Here we go.
How has this segment not got a
Jesus.
sponsor yet?
yeah.
Who could sponsor this one?
Yep. Let's get through this one quick.
Well, to begin with, let's just do a nice one. So obviously last week on the show, we had Ali Williams on, and amazing response to him. A lot of people saying, you know, he should become a permanent member of the
Yeah,
side.
he was great.
Maybe Kiwi correspondent.
He was very good.
He was very good. We did ask him on the show to pop on a Schmitted in shirt when
And?
he was at the Origin. Take a look at this photo, Swoop. There he is, wearing the Schmitted in shirt. If you're listening, he's wearing it. He's out at that's a core, the Olympic Stadium, wearing the shirt. Then he's got another one here. He turns around, he's wearing it. Now, something that's very interesting for those of you watching is that the stadium's completely empty, and that is, it's still light. I'm going to say that's about 4 hours before
Well,
Origin.
so
Very
I
early.
text early on the Wednesday just because he thought we might have been able to catch up for a beer at lunchtime before he went out to the stadium. And he said, "No, fella, my VIP package starts at 2:30."
Wow.
That is,
And the
the Origin
kickoff's at
kicks on at
8.
8. Yeah, that is a long run up.
Holy.
And he also had Tony Woodcock and Andrew Hall, former All Blacks, fly off from their farm, fly over and join him for that. So I can't imagine that being a very quiet night for those three.
Well, the Blues probably could have done with those three out on the field because they were hopeless. But here's the thing. Well, they were.
You mean, sorry, the New South Wales Blues.
Yeah, not Auckland. Jesus Christ. When the game actually kicked off and there were people in the stadium, Let's have a little look at the photo here. He's taken it off
Yeah.
the jerk.
Yeah, I reckon he's. Do you reckon he's binned it?
I think he's thrown it in the bin, or who knows? He's probably washing his car with it.
Yeah.
So-
Oh well.
Anyway.
Someone's got it.
Good on you, James, as well, for sending that photo in.
Yes, thank you, James Thompson, and good on you, Ali. Now, the next thing we've got, this was sent in from Darcy Breen, who's the head of the SEALs team. There was a player playing for the San Diego Legion that had a bit of a problem with the kickoff. Tommy, have we got that there? Just stand by. If we just play it here.
Wallaby Matt Giddo had a rather amusing kickoff.
Mate, it's so breezy.
His San Diego Legion's Major League Rugby clash with the Utah Warriors.
He looks so cute.
Utah wearing the limited edition city jerseys.
I would
Which
play him a few times.
Oh, mate.
and look at this opening kick. That goes about
Oh,
Boy, what's that? That's dog shit.
As Gus Gould would say, oh, no, 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 no.
not a good start for the San Diego League.
That's how
what are
you
we doing?
started
It's
the
still
game.
going, eh?
For those of you listening, Goy, is that the very start of the game? You've gone to do a short kickoff, and it
Yeah,
hasn't gone the
so-
10 metres.
Well, so to give context, the coach said, look, we'll kick off and we want to get the ball back. So I just thought I'll kick it straight to our player. I didn't actually mishead it. So it's the coach's fault. He didn't tell me to kick it 10.
So, and a big thanks to Darcy Breen for sending that in.
Mate,
Fire-
he's just.
It wouldn't have been Darcy.
You've been building Darcy up, and he's just throwing you under the bus there,
Oh,
Goy.
I'd love to meet
There's
Darcy.
no way. I know that's not Darcy. It could be anyone else in this team and it's not Darcy. He
Tommy,
wouldn't
was
do
it Darcy? He said Tommy's saying it's Darcy.
Well, then if it is Darcy, the reason I did it is because we didn't start Darcy that game. So I'm teaching the coach a lesson. Start Darcy.
Now, here is the actual social snitches. This is very good. So if you can just, here we go. Let's actually read this one real quick. This is from Justin Comerford. Justin. Back in November 2010, a bunch of us 18-year-old South African and Aussie gappies got together for a Sunday session at the church at the Clapham Grand Hotel, London. A real debaucherous affair. How you feeling here, Biv?
Not great.
Australia having played France in Paris that night before, the last people we expected to bump into were 3 Wallabies boys. I think part of the team were on their way back home via London, while some were playing that week in the Barbarians game mentioned last week on the show. The boys were in fine form, never to miss a fancy dress opportunity. I would be lying if I say I can remember too much of the day, but they got up on stage to compete in some of the boat races, Git supporting a mean handlebar moustache and Swoop with a massive, well, I actually won't say that. We'll show that in a sec. All right, let's go to the first photograph. Here it is. There you are.
Wow.
Yeah. He's really
He's
putting
on.
one on me there.
Yeah, so just
Is
describe.
that Comerfield? What's his name?
That might be Justin Comerford. So that is a dirty moustache and a flavour saver. You've got there's a
Yeah, I got the little Knowlesy. Little Shannon Knoll under the bottom lip.
That's disgusting.
And then
Good lens, though.
the porn stars, and then we're going to the next one.
Gee whiz.
So that's Adam Ashley Cooper
That's
with
my
a
good eye.
with a
You weren't even
shiner.
winking there.
Yeah.
Obviously happened in the game, did it? Or
Yeah, against the French.
No, was that not Benny Alexander? Because he dropped you in the French.
Now he did it.
He did, mate.
Mate, he broke his hand trying to punch me in the back of the head.
Yeah, these two had a bit of a wrestle.
oh, can we tell that story real quick?
Oh no, maybe in coming weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Benny dropped him.
All right,
No,
very
he
good.
didn't.
And then there's his Gits getting punished by 4 of them. You've never seen
Wow.
more of a look of just leave me
With the
alone.
bars on it.
Yeah, with the massive handlebars. But then we've got a great shot of you guys on stage. You got up and did a boat race. I don't know if you remember who won this.
It was an Aussie versus Kiwi thing, too.
Yeah.
wasn't
So there's Gits in the front there. You've got it on your head, I think, there, Biv.
Yep.
And then Swoop, you're standing up the top.
There's nothing more.
There was one other photograph that
Yeah.
got sent in.
I thought there might
If
be.
we could just have a look at this one.
it? Yes.
So-
That's right. That's
Mate, look at the back on him.
Yeah, good,
Yeah,
good,
good back.
back.
Yeah,
Really
good
good,
traps.
back. Jeez, I remember you suffering from complete anxiety.
Yeah,
at once.
so
you
I-
panicked.
So they called me over to be on stage to assist this young lady in her performance, and this is in front of hundreds of people at the church. And she started to do like her routine, and then at some point she pulled out a little bit of a toy, and I was like, "That's that's enough. I'm not holding this toy while you do things to it, and I end up saying thanks, but I tapped out.
Well,
But I still had so much
no,
anxiety.
you
on it.
didn't tap out.
I did tap
It
out.
took a while to tap out.
No, mate, look at me. I'm even turning away. I didn't even want to look. It was like,
Yeah, you look disgusted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sending that in, boys. Good to bring up that anxiety
no,
again.
I actually just might crop that and just a bit of back motivation.
Mate,
Very good.
that's great. You've always had a good back.
Very good
thanks,
back.
Snake
mate.
eyes.
Fantastic.
And then, so just from that,
Mm.
we then went straight from there to the team meeting. Our first team meeting, we rolled in with the Barbarians, still in fancy dress kit. And so
That's right.
and
We've
Nick
not
Mallet
met
was addressing the
anyone
team,
yet.
and we're still in fancy dress. And just went, let's just keep going through. End up having a big night.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Thank you for sending that in, Justin. And if anybody else has any other photos that will make Drew anxious, please send them in as quick as you can at Kickoffs Kick-Ons. All right, hey, guys, my goodness me, I know I said it in the opening, but the finals footy fever, it's fever pitch that's going on in this room. Quarterfinals rugby on the weekend in the Superb Rugby. Drew, you are so pro quarterfinals. You want, what's the next one after quarterfinals? If we only had,
Semi-finals.
no, I mean, instead of 8 teams, what if we had 16 teams make the finals?
Well, we don't even have 16 teams.
Okay,
in the
yeah,
comp.
whatever. Anyway, cracking games on the weekend. Friday night, we had the Chiefs 43 defeat the Reds 21. Let's just say 31-0
Yeah.
at the break. The Reds didn't really give themselves a chance, Biff.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Chiefs are a class outfit. I thought the breakdown was pretty telling. The Chiefs really sort of dominated that area of the game, and that allowed them to get quick ball and play on the front foot. And 31-0 at halftime, like the game's effectively done. The Reds scored a few in the second half, but look, great performance from the Chiefs. Disappointing from the Reds and from an Australian point of view, but on to the next week.
Cracking.
That first 20 though, like
It was unbelievable. The Chiefs were on
Seriously.
fire.
like you look at if you were to look at the semi-finals being Chiefs Hurricanes before this game, thinking that maybe they got to win, you'd be like Canes will win easy, but Chiefs they were. I mean, Swoop, you look like you got plenty to say, but I think they were.
Well,
they
I
were
don't.
right.
I'm just saying that I haven't seen a start like that from a team since potentially your final gets 2004 against the Crusaders when you guys put on quite a few points early. Like the Chiefs, everything they
33.
touched turned to gold. The question would be whether or not they can kind of back that up into a semi. Have they played it too early? But they seem like they're hitting form at the right time because you need all that momentum going into the last dance. But mate, absolute standout performances. But like it was.
Well,
Mate, the red, like it's not like the Reds didn't turn up. They did. Like, and the Reds D's been fantastic all year. There was nothing they could do against that attack. Like it was.
It meant that the Reds went on Silly Sunday / Mad Monday. I had a few missed calls yesterday from James O'Connor and Matty Fessler, your boy.
My boy Faz, yeah.
Yeah, they just kept FaceTiming. I was strategically brushing, made up a lie about nursing a niece to sleep or something. And I said, mate, you guys all right? And he said, yeah, me and Fess here just want to see your dimples. So I sent him a selfie. But I miss those times.
Yeah.
Silly Sundays,
why
Mad
you play
Mondays.
the game, innit,
Kids, can we
Drew?
join your Silly Sunday, Mad Monday later in the year?
I think so. I think that's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that why I signed? Yeah.
Yeah, if you're talking to all the right people, which I believe you
What's
are.
the theme? What should we go for? Like, what's the theme? You know, the dress up. Like, I'm pretty keen on a dress up.
You're not Germans.
Yeah.
No,
no.
yeah,
no,
right.
no.
Don't let Darcy run with that. But
No, but I reckon it's like something. So, well, Darcy was he was handcuffed. You had to pick a nation. I think that's pretty
You know,
good
we
with
could
theme.
do our Game
like
of
something
Thrones
starting
characters.
with T.
Oh, yeah.
The characters. that
Joffrey.
Yeah.
We've just so you're Jon Snow and guess
right.
you're
Oh, who was I?
Mate, you got-
Daenerys.
Targaryen and I was
Yeah.
Varys.
and
They
Gitz
love
was
that over here. They love the fact that you called me that little imp.
Tyrion.
Oh, gee, they love that over here.
Tyrion Lannister, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody shouting at you, cuckoo, this week, or
Well, I didn't get on the field.
so they're not shouting at you in the stands? That's a good sign.
No, they didn't.
Reds, would they be happy with that season, or would there be a couple of results in there where they could have finished top 4?
I mean, there's always results throughout the course of the season. I think, like, generally speaking, they've done pretty well, but I think it's always one of those ones where you get to your final game and you feel like you didn't fire as many shots as you would have liked, and it probably wasn't as competitive as they would have liked. There'd be, I guess, an immediate term feeling of like there's probably a bit more in them, but I think under Les Kiss this year, I think they've certainly improved.
Now, Sweep, you had the Reds to go the whole way. You are now allowed to make a switch.
Brumbies.
You've always been pro Brumbies, mate.
Always
It's
love the
great.
Brums.
You do
Get
love the
off
Yep.
us, please.
Mate, they are...
No. Why is he allowed to have a switch? He made a call.
Yeah, you're out.
He lost.
Okay. I mean, the rules in here, none of it makes any sense. We did the debate, the top 8.
Which I won.
Hugo's given to Swoop, and the backlash on that, people, they're crying blue murder. They-
Which I won. Like, seriously, Swoop.
Well,
Go
I was
away.
on the board, mate. Where were you?
and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do there. Maybe we have to fix it somehow. Okay, Hurricanes 47. They defeated the Rebels. Sad. 14 years as a club, the Rebels, and that was their last outing. Tough over there in Wellington, in windy Wellington.
Yeah,
against
it was.
the Canes.
It was windy and it was tough. It was also tough after the game, sort of seeing the emotion of the Rebels players, and just I guess how much it meant to them, and not just to the players but the coaching staff and all involved. And we've seen a lot of dialogue on the social media and stuff as well. Of course, it's tough times, but unfortunately for the Rebels, that was the end of their season. Obviously, there's more to it than that, but the Hurricanes are just they're a strong outfit. Like they're going to be tough to beat next week. Duplessis, Karifi, like they've just got
Amua.
yeah. Amua's
Mate,
just
he's a
he's a
beast.
machine.
You know, when your hooker's not only hitting lineouts, but getting around the park the way he does.
Yeah,
and
see, I
carrying,
think there's
scoring
been
tries.
there's been too much importance on hooker's role around the park of recent years, and not enough on just your core role. Whereas I think Amua's starting to get a good balance of making sure that your core role is scrum and hit your lineouts, and then what you can do around the park is bonus to that. Whereas I think for a long time we've worried about scoring tries and turnovers at breakdowns and shit, but then they get to line out and go "Ugh," and throw it to the fly half or something. Like you've got to know your core role. Amua's doing that.
There's a little bit of a from Gits there. I'd like to know what that was about.
No, but I just like you throw the hooker throws it to the 5'8". It's like we're playing with Lindsay Stevens again.
Or Jeremy
Oh,
Boyd.
he could not throw. He's
Yeah.
absolute pie.
Yeah.
He's pies.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's He's got an interesting technique, doesn't he? Oh, Linz.
Yeah, like where he throws it sideways.
We're sidetracking.
Yeah, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, well, they obviously came out pretty excited. The Rebels, they were the first team. This is a little stat for you as we move on. First team to keep the Hurricanes scoreless, as in not scoring a try for the first 20 minutes in this Super.
It was a good first half from the Rebels. Like I don't feel that the scoreline reflected the effort of the Rebels in a way. Like I reckon if they didn't let those late points in the first half, and they would have gone into the sheds with a 1 point differential. But I think that hurt them a little bit. But also the fact that they went into that quarterfinal losing the last 6 games. You can't help but feel momentum's so key. You know, going to final football and the belief and the confidence and knowing that you can come back. Oh, I guess stay in the game or win a game of football. But I think going over to Cape 10, long travel, there could have been a little bit of doubt and potentially the late points from the Canes in the late first half maybe kind of hurt them a little bit. They would have gone in the sheds going, okay, well, what are we doing here? But yeah, I mean you got to. They should be proud, those boys. Like Talakai as well.
Yeah,
played his 100.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Which was
100
great
games
that he
for
got to achieve that because the boys got to the quarterfinal. But yeah, it's pretty sad for everyone involved.
Absolutely. Blues 36 defeated the Drua 5. It was a physical contest, and the Blues, they got out to a 22-0 lead after 35 minutes. Obviously, the Drua did not win an away game all season, so they were up against it.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough for them. They're on the road, they just haven't quite clicked in terms of, I don't know whether it's their preparation or if it's the travel times too much or whatever the case may be, but they're a strong team at home, but not so much on, well, I mean, they are tough on the road, but they just haven't been able to get the wins. But the Blues started so well, and whether it was them maybe taking the foot off in the second half or the Fijian and Drua fighting back, I just thought maybe they would have kicked on a little bit more just because of the dominance that they had. But maybe to Drua's credit, they made a game of it at least for a little while though. But the Blues again, I think next week also going to be a tough team to beat. It's going to be a good semi-final weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets you watch this one. Unfortunately for the Blues, the captain, Patrick Tuipulotu, he has been ruled out for the rest of the season with a knee injury. Will that make a big difference next week in their game?
Well, I reckon so. Like, even from a scrumming point of view, rooming with Alex Corbacero, he tells me about the weight. Having like a big second rower in behind a scrum can make a huge difference from a set piece point of view, but also like leadership, what he offers around the field, his ball skills, just his presence in general. Not that I'm hoping that it makes a big difference, but obviously Brumbies are my team. I just think the Blues, they started super well. Drew, you talk about potentially not kicking on with it, but I don't know. I felt like after the half time, the Ndrua came out and they just played different to the first half. It was almost like the first half they're trying to play finals football, which at times suits some teams, but I just feel like that's not in their DNA. They need to just throw the ball around. And in the second half, they're way more threatening. But, yeah, overall, the Blues were off to a good start. The conditions weren't great, but they were just really clinical.
Hey, Gits, when you say you're rooming with Corbs, are you like in bunk beds, or like are you actually sharing a room with him?
No, what I mean is I'm staying with him as of tomorrow. I'm in my new place, the apartment, 2 weeks out. The family gets here, so I've got to set that up. But I have been staying in his house. It's a 3-bedroom place.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm a good 200 meters away, but I can still hear him eating.
How's he going to go without you in his house, mate? Is he going to be okay?
Don't know. It's not really my concern anymore, Prof. I think he may struggle.
All right. Brumbies 32 defeated the Highlanders 16. Swoop, you've been on the Brumbies.
I've been on the Brumbies all season.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the boys looking good. Yeah, they are looking really
What do you
good.
like about him? What do you like about him, Swoop?
Oh, everything. Their jerseys, the way they play, the stadium they play at, where they're from, their journey, their story, their background, everything. Yeah. Anyway, so it was they had a bit of a nervy start, like a bit of loose ball, but I thought it was a really composed win from the Brums. They got back into the game. The Highlanders were very good, defensively very, very good. But, guys like Tom Wright just stepping up. I mean, I thought the midfield combination, Tua Ikitau, was really strong. They were trying things too, like they're putting the ball in behind.
Good little kick and go.
Yeah, I like the way they came out and played. Nothing, not all of it, I guess, turned out the way they wanted to do, but they were able to kind of get back in the game, just grind it out. Some really good performances there, like Bobby Valentini was very strong, carried well.
Charlie Cale back as well.
Mate,
he's good.
And the hooker, Pollard.
Yeah, Billy Pollard, yeah.
Mate, two tries. He's good. He's real good.
Now, Gits, you were assigned this game during the week, so I'm sure
I was happy to let Swoop go. He was like he nailed it.
Well, I did. Well, because I watch the Brumbies every week. Whistle to whistle.
Yeah. Whistle. They're your team.
Yeah.
No, I actually thought, surprisingly, Swoop was spot on. Like the first half, when you're playing at home and you're expected to win, it's almost like you play within yourself and you're a bit nervy, as Swoop touched on, whereas the Highlanders had nothing to lose. And I thought for the first half, they were taking it to the Brumbies. But that first 20, the first 20 in the second half, they were quite clinical. And I think that's where the Brumbies really show their class, put the team away. Bobby Valentini I thought he was my man of the match in that game. I don't know who actually got it.
Yeah, he did.
But Charlie Cale, having him back on, did he?
Yep.
Yeah, so Charlie Cale coming back, he adds another dimension to their attack, obviously on the edge with the speed that he's got. Tom Wright, he made a big difference, and I thought the centres were great.
What I like about Cale.
Andy Muirhead too was good.
Very good.
Oh, that?
Yeah, he was. Mate, what about that little...
Yeah.
That little touch.
The little
play.
Lionel Messi, just little
Tap.
through it.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Yeah, no, I think, they were all good. Even the reserves came on. Harrison Goddard came on. Could have been 50, maybe 55 minutes into the game. Well, that's an early sub. So Bernie's obviously got a lot of confidence in his squad. Even his interview where he talks about the players are now taking over the game plan, and it reminds him of back in 2004, when we were fortunate enough to be there.
Yeah, he was always going to tie it back to something about him.
Yeah, well, hopefully he makes a headline. He's very selfish like that, isn't he?
Hey, let's do the matchups next week before we get into the season. Well, before
Can I
that,
just say-
yeah, here we go. What's Drew?
That was a pretty weak quarterfinal weekend, to be honest.
No, it wasn't.
Mate, none of the games were
What do you mean?
competitive. None of the games were
All the
competitive.
home games won.
Yeah, none of the games were competitive.
All the second half.
To me, that's an absolute, like,
But how many did you get out of 4 that you tipped?
well, 4.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean? From
You
last
tipped
week?
the Reds.
Oh, no, I went the
You
Reds
tipped
just
the
for the
Reds.
heart. But I just, what I'm
but-
talking about in terms of the games, they just weren't, like, most of them were done early. Like, there wasn't in the 70-minute, both teams could win in any of those 4 games. What I'm saying is an 8-team quarterfinal in a 12-team competition sucks.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is it a can Hugo run in his awesome sting that I love?
What is it?
Is it a what's drawing?
Well, yeah. I mean, it is what's true.
Hugo, run it in. I love this one.
What's drewing?
There we go, mate. It's.
I mean, what's drewing? Like an 8-team quarterfinal and a 12-team comp. That's why we see, like, there was 4 blowouts
I'm with you.
in
So
the
what would
quarterfinal
you-
weekend.
You're all of a sudden you're in charge.
I go
How
top
many
6. 1 and 2 get the week off. 3 plays 6. 4 plays 5. The winner of those 2 games play 1 and 2 in the next week.
Okay, and then the winner of that.
Winner of those 2 go into the final. Yeah.
You happy with that, Swoop?
Yeah.
Gets.
Well, I'm not brave enough to say no, but I thought the games were like previously, like looking at them, I agree. 8 out of 12, it's almost harder to not make it. But I don't think they were massive. Like when you're picking the teams, like even when you look at the Rebels, that first 50 minutes, like they were fronting up. Like that
Yeah, but
game
the
could have
game's
gone.
80 minutes, Goy, not 50.
I know. Look, listen, Drew, that's why I said, Prof, look, I'm not brave enough to say no. So I'm going with Drew.
Fair enough. Okay, all good. Let's look forward. Next week, Blues v Brumbies. I know where all our hearts lie. Can the Brumbies do it, boys? It's over there in Auckland. Come on. I want you to give us a stirring speech. Someone.
I think they've got the form to do it, you know, and they've got the game to do it. They're strong at set piece. You know, they'll go over and play their game, but, like, why can't they? You know, like, I mean, the Blues are beatable, like any other team, right? But I think there's a level of confidence about the Brumbies at the moment, and they're going to go over there and do a job. I'd like to think that the Brums can knock off the Blues. The Chiefs will beat the Canes, which means
Home final.
home final,
Oh, down there in Canberra.
Canberra.
We're going down if we are. Can we stay at your joint, Gits?
No, you can, Prof. Drew, you can. Swoop, you cannot come to Canberra.
What do you
Like,
mean?
you've seriously, this is the worst thing ever for any Brumbies supporter, having the way you're jumping on this bandwagon. Please, can you back the Blues?
Keys of the city, mate. I'll be back down when I want.
No, you don't have the keys to my house. You're not coming.
You know me, mate. I'm Senny Coast. I'll break into it.
I think it's going to be a bloody competitive game. This is what I think. These 2 week, like the 2 games this weekend, will be highly competitive.
And if they're not,
I'd like
you're
to
to throw
say,
the toys again.
well, I'd like to say the Brumbies can do it. I just think it's so bloody hard to win.
You've been
at
very
Eden Park.
pro Blues.
I know,
for a
and that's
long
the team I
time.
picked to go through to win it, so I'm going to have to stay on them.
Okay. Jeez. All right, Canes Chiefs on the Saturday. That's obviously in windy Wellington. Anybody? You've already said the Chiefs can get it done.
I think so. After the performance last week, yeah. And you know, watching the Canes on the weekend, it was a little scrappy. I mean, but you know, it's hard to say. Like,
Well, just say it.
I'm backing the Chiefs.
Woo!
But also, why do we really want to go into depth about that final? Because there's no friends of the pod in either of those two teams.
What do you mean?
Chiefs, Hurricanes.
You know, Tommy.
Mate,
sent-
why? Just because they haven't been on the show, it doesn't mean that we can't.
Well,
talk about
in all honesty, I think Tommy did email both teams asking for players, and they both
They
gave
brushed
us
us.
brushed us.
Did they? What'd they say?
Tommy, what did they say?
They said,
Who dis? New phone.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Let's hope it's rained out. Okay.
Can you think the Chiefs can get it done?
I think the Hurricanes will get it done. I just think Omua, the back row, is doing really well for the Hurricanes. Geordie Barrett is in some good form. Back three, solid. Proctor in the midfield. I'm going the Hurricanes.
And you down there, Goitz?
Yeah, I agree with Drew. I think last week they were. It was almost like, and no disrespect to the Rebels, obviously they deserve their spot there, but they were clear favourites for that game, and maybe they played a bit looser than they need to. Obviously, looking at the way the Chiefs played in that first 40, it's going to make them prepare as hard as they can. And I think you're going to see the best of both teams. And I think when both teams are at their best, not saying that I'm going for either, I just think that the Hurricanes are probably going to be better all-rounded, and they'll probably get the win.
All right, there you go. Now, a segment that we enjoy doing on this show, it's actually coming to a close, is the Superb Sizzler, the Super Sizzler. We do hope that Beefeater continue their sponsorship with us. Can everybody just, if you write a comment, write, hey, Beefeater, give them some more cash if you're going to write any sort of comment, or get out there and buy a barbecue. Buy two. It's summer. It's wonderful. You can still cook a barbecue. I went for a swim yesterday.
Summer, is it?
It's summer vibes. It's still, it's warm out there.
Yeah.
Summer and winter.
I mean, you can also winter barbecue in winter.
Absolutely.
Can
Barbecue.
we get back to your swim, Prof? Can you talk about your swim?
I went for a swim yesterday in the ocean. 20.1 degrees. Gits?
What did you wear?
Boardies.
Did you wear a rash shirt?
I did. because I teach my son, it's all about sun safety. 'Cause he's very pale.
Right.
No, honestly.
What, do you want him to get bullied?
No, he is Scottish, and he's from. Is there parts of Scotland where there has never been sun?
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
I think all of it.
He's very there, but my family is very pale. Can we say this?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're all about sun safety. We look like beekeepers at the beach, and I set a timer, 8 minutes.
Oh, can you please load a photo up?
He
now?
sets a timer.
Set a
8
timer.
minutes.
Yeah, and I check the UV. Anything under 6, we are not going to the beach.
Do you have...
Over 6?
How do the UV lights go at home? Like you're applying?
We don't put
in-house?
them on. We have lamps.
Yeah, right.
What about do you have umbrellas or a little cabana or something on the beach?
Yeah, well, I don't have a cool cabana, although if they would like to send me one, cool cabanas, you're great. We have it's from the Cancer Council.
Free.
Mate.
Cool.
You think I'm making this
Slip,
genuine?
slop, slap.
Yeah, we got one of
cabanas
those
can
tablets.
I mean, it is good
You're
for health
super-
safety.
Yeah.
But, you know, like...
This is a silver lining. I'm telling you, Cool Cabanas, they gave us some stuff. They're big supporters of the Guillotines when we were in LA.
Yeah.
You remember Swoop? So,
Yeah, great cabanas.
Like, it's going to happen. Like, your kids, their skin is safe.
Yeah.
Cool
Fantastic.
Cabanas
The only thing
will
with the
go
cool
from-
cabana, do they do ones with sides? Because we need full protection.
Oh, you want the uncool cabana?
If you send us an uncool.
You do strike me as a 50 plus kind of guy.
Oh, 50. Yeah, we're 50 plus zinc. We do zinc.
Wow.
We do the. Mate, look,
Yeah.
we are of Scottish, and if you are from Scotland, you understand. Like, they burn. Well, if we go out at, say, like 1 a.m. and the moon's up, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
They.
Yeah.
How did we get
Mate, off
sidetracked
the
on
back.
that? I don't know. Right. Hey, Superb Sizzler.
Super Sizzler, thanks to Beefeater.
And we've actually, Beefeater wrote in and said you can't give any more imaginary Beefeaters to Darcy Breen. They sent that to me. Gits. Anyway, you go.
Sounds like we're going to have to send him a real one because he was on fire. He's waiting for it. It was hot here. He got super sunburnt. Darcy Breen has a neck that long. Seriously. He fell asleep in the team meeting, and everyone else, usually when you fall asleep, your head goes forward. Darcy's eyelids just shut. His neck is that long and stiff. So I think he deserves a Beefeater. If it's not going to him, it's got to go to Bobby Valentini.
Oh,
which I
okay.
spoke about.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you tell Das to share
Yeah.
some neck? Because I've got zero neck.
Oh, mate. Das, like, seriously, from his back to the top of his head, like, even when the barber says, like, can you fade it up? The barber has to fade it from his shoulder blades. Like, his neck's that long.
Oh, very good. So, Bobby Valentini, have you got a superb? Oh, sorry, has he got one?
I think we've given Bobby
I
one,
think he's had a
but he
couple.
gave it to his cousin, so he'll have another one.
Okay, fantastic. Superb Sizzler, please.
I'm going to go with Sam Cane. After the Chiefs game,
Yeah.
they
Yeah, nice touch.
they awarded him like a jacket just to say, you know, because he's retired, and just for his contribution to the Chiefs and what he's done for them previously. It was just a nice moment after the game. There was a bit of a presentation. Then the Chiefs team did the Chiefs haka in front of Sam Cane and his family. It was just a nice moment, but he's been a great player for a long time, and it was just nice to see the Chiefs sort of, acknowledge that over the weekend. So, as well as the jacket you got, mate, you're getting a Beefeater.
Does he have?
He doesn't. Back from Japan, and he would love a Beefeater.
Yeah. Can you do teppanyaki on a Beefeater?
Absolutely, you can.
Sam Cane can. Hey, mate, who's your superb?
Sammy Talakai, 100 for the Rebels.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's good to see him get that notch.
I'd like to see him in the extended squad. I know that now that the Rebels and the Reds are done over the weekend, they haven't announced which of those players will be in the extended squad for Joe Schmidt. I'd like to see Sammy there. He does well in the scrum there, and
And also, you were saying, Drew, he's a great singer.
he's a fantastic singer.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got deep baritone vibes.
You love those vibes.
Yeah,
Love that.
I used to make him sing.
What's his go-to tune?
Anything? Who's I don't know.
Barry White?
Yeah, that's what I was going to think of. Yeah.
He's very good. Does he have a Beefeater?
Funny you asked that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he does.
Oh,
No.
God. These people without Beefeaters. It's embarrassing.
Should we send Sammy one?
Yeah, let's send him one. Now, gents, I'm going to try and tie in a little bit of an NHL here. I'm going to go Courtney Laws.
Oh,
Now, obviously, and I want one of you boys to pick up off the back of me here and
Sure.
talk about the Saints defeating Bath
yep.
at Twickenham. Obviously, up there, the NHL's in the Gallagher Premiership final. And Courtney Laws, it was a bit of a fairy tale finish to his career. He's hanging up the boots as well. So he is my superb sizzler.
Yeah, so it was his last game for Northampton. Before he's hanging up the boots in England. He's going over to play in Breed.
Yes.
But it was his last game. Long servant for Northampton. But interestingly, afterwards, he was actually really disappointed because he thought they just played like shit. He was like they just won the title, and he's like, he was filthy because he just thought they had so much more in them. But that's the competitor that he is. But he's done some great things for a long time for Northampton, and he deserves your Beefeater.
Well, he wants to celebrate with a barbecue. He said that in the post-match presser.
Yeah,
but
he
he
did.
doesn't have one. So
Well-
we're going to send him a Beefeater.
Send it.
And he's not ruled himself out of the British and Irish Lions, I saw as well. Even though he's retiring, like as in he's leaving, going to France. So it means you can't play for England, but he's still eligible for the British and Irish Lions.
Yeah, he said he's not expecting it, but if they did call him, geez, he'd be a pretty handy call up, wouldn't he?
Is he the type of bloke that would come on our pod? Would he?
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
Hey, Swoop, you're really good at getting these guests. Could you reach out
Absolutely.
to Courtney Laws?
Yep, I get them all.
Yeah.
So Courtney, is it?
Courtney, if
yeah,
you don't
I'll
mind.
reach out to Lawsy. Yeah, I'll set it up.
If you've got a spare hour,
Sure.
I know you've got other stuff.
Give me
to
a couple
do.
of weeks.
Yeah, I reckon you need to prioritise, maybe get away from that other site you're on
for that hour.
and go to Courtney.
Yeah. Good shout. Good shout.
Amazing scenes there. 80,000 fans at Twickenham.
Yep. Lovely day at Twickenham.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
rugby alive
Early
and
red
well up
card
there.
for Bath.
Yes.
21 minutes. Ben Abeno, is it? Abeno?
Yes.
Abano.
Mate.
Yeah, it was a high shot. Interesting, though, the guy that got the high shot didn't have to go for HIA, but we don't have to get into that. But Bath was still well and truly in
Still
it.
right in it, mate.
Yeah.
Right in it.
Yeah.
Right to the
Amazing.
death.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, I actually watched the game. It sounds like you blokes didn't.
No, I saw
And
the
you
shot.
Just going, yeah, right to the death. Yeah, no, I had a bet on. So with one of the guys here.
Who would you punt on?
No, so I took Bath with 4.5 start against, because we got a couple of young kids here from Northampton. And Ethan Grayson, he wanted to put a bet on. And turns out Northampton won, so he was happy, but he lost to me. So the game was good. I thought there were really critical moments at the death of that game,
Yes.
which could have swayed it either way.
You know who
they're just-
were a part of those critical moments? Is it Hendy, the Reggie
George
that came
Hendy.
Hendy.
Yeah, he came off the bench.
Nice little
So he
overs
was
through
actually
the-
responsible.
Yeah.
But also, off the back of him, that crossfield kick, he misjudged it. Bath obviously score there. You'd imagine he's not had a great deal of experience, so his confidence is down, but then he gets his opportunity and, yeah. I mean, it was a great game. That last
and then
10
does
minutes.
the rip, the final tackle of the game, which
Oh, yeah, at the very end.
right at the end.
So you got the highlight sweep.
Hand dog, you know it.
Did the
All
5-minute
9
cut
minutes
down?
of it, hey?
I did. Did you do the 5-minute cut down? There was an Italian 5-minute cut down that I did. Yeah, the commentary was Italian.
What'd you get
It was
from
good,
it?
wasn't it?
Yeah, what'd you get from
Biff?
it? Anything? Any takeaways?
No, mate. Didn't have a clue who was who. Didn't know which team was which.
Arrivederci. Salami fingers.
Decimals.
But maybe want to go to Positano.
Hey, salami fingers, I'm coming back.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Very good. Congratulations. Hey, this is the NHL's segment. And our guest today is an NHL, one of the all-time great NHLs. And there's a question we've got to ask as to who actually provided the guest today. We'll get into that with him. I think I can see him. He's just joined us, our very special guest, Simon Zebo. Now, Zeebs, if you can hear me, what we like to do is an intro. Tommy Erskine writes these. If they're offensive, it is not my fault. But you can come and find him.
Jesus.
You can come and find him right here. All right. Our guest this week on the Coco Show is an absolute corker from Cork, a dynamic winger blessed with speed, skill, and a perfectly shaped head for baldness. Whether he is back heeling a wayward pass into his own hands at full pace against the Welsh or going coast to coast against the Italians, it is fair to say this bloke has flair coming out of every opening. We all know this fella can transform the most willing defenders into turnstiles on the footy field, but it's his moves on the dance floor where this bloke truly shines. Sources have said that he is the perfect mix between Usher's intensity, Fred Astaire's vibe, and Lady Gaga's flexibility. With over 200 games at club level, both in Ireland and France, more than 30 caps for his country, and a Lions tour in 2013, it is clear that this guy has left his mark on the game of rugby the world over. With his retirement just around the corner, this snake-hipped sensation is excited to chill with his family, cut some grass, and get stuck into his love of household chores. So please, welcome a man that might not want us Aussies to schmidt it in 2024, because in 2018, a certain coach told him to get the Schmidt out. So put your hands together. For the captain of Cork, the Baron of Black Rock, and the magician of Martinique, it is the one and only Mr. Simon Zebo.
Hey. Good intro. Great intro.
Thank
Tommy.
you. Excellent intro.
You happy with that? Hey, Zeebs, are you... Now, we had this with Joe Marler. Are you stealing Wi-Fi off a Shell service station? Is that why you're sitting in your car?
Yes, I'm just parked outside the Circle K we have here, on my way to training. So, sorry about that. Not the glamorous studio like you lads.
Oh, mate, I'm sure that car's glamorous. What are you rolling in?
Yeah.
Go on, give you a sponsor plug.
The BMW.
Oh, he's class. This bloke.
Very, very good. Hey, Zeebs, have you seen much of this show before we get into it? Do you know how it rolls?
Yeah. I've seen bits and bobs, yeah. I've been watching from afar.
And you still came on. That is very, very interesting. Just to bring you up to speed, Swoop's come in hot. He's had a big night last night. Drew was at a swingers party all weekend, and Gitz was dressed as a German up until about 15 minutes ago. But that's where we're at the moment.
You're on fire, Prof. Keep going.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
So, Zeebs, the I guess the retirement, the impending retirement. Have you got plans for what to do in retirement? What is next?
I'll do a few bits. Mainly chill out at home, be a stay-at-home dad probably for a while. I'm going to do a bit of media, like some of your co-hosts. I've a restaurant and cafe opening here in Ireland as well. And yeah, that's probably about it. Try and stay fit as best I can.
Mate, what was it that what was the moment that you thought, it's time for me to retire?
I think at the start of the year, when the body's been talking to you. Last year I had a few knocks and I couldn't get games back to back, and going into this season I kind of knew that it was going to be my last, and the body just can't get through training. Training is the hardest part of the professional life at the moment. It's not the matches. So,
you just said you're on your way to training now. I mean, what's in store today? What have you got?
Well, to be fair, we have a semi-final of the URC at the weekend, so today will be light enough, I'd imagine. So yeah, nothing too hectic now this end of the season, but yeah. in general, we do a lot.
What I really want to know, Zeebs, is what's the Drew? You know a little bit more about this. Is there the income, not the tax, but the special little levy or
when you spend 10 years in the country,
yeah,
if you play for him, you get the tax back. I was talking to Zeebs because I did a little bit of TV work with him in November, and he was mentioning that, and I said, "What happens if I just come to Munster for a couple of months?" He said, "No, it doesn't work that way."
What? Talk us through that.
What's
Zeebs.
that?
What is
Yeah,
it,
what-
10 years of service in Ireland, you get your tax back or something?
Yeah, so you get some tax benefits. It's actually it's quite good. So at the end of your career, I think it doesn't have to be 10 years, but it's your best 10 years that get taken care of. So
So they pick your highest earning 10 years out and then just go, thanks for your service, son. Here's a little pot of gold. Or a big pot in your case.
You do. You get a nice bag of cash, I suppose.
Well, no wonder you want to be a stay-at-home dad.
No, don't do that.
Absolutely.
Don't do that. Stop. That sucks.
Zeebs, when you're looking after your kids at home and your wife isn't there, what do you call it?
Babysitting.
Yeah. Zeebs gets it. I knew, mate. That's why I got him on the show. That's why I got him on the show.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
That's why I got him on the show.
Prof, can you just ask Zeebs a question and you just answer it honestly?
Okay.
No
Whatever you
input
think,
from the
Prof,
others.
You go.
Zeebs, obviously, it's very exciting that you are on our show. I'm just wondering which one of our three Wallabies lined you up as a guest and got you on.
I can only pick one.
Matt.
You do nothing for this show.
I said Swoop does nothing for this show.
Swoop, he did reach out. It was simultaneous, but I think Matt just got in there first.
I set up for Matt. That's what I do for Matt.
No. I've got two questions,
Oh,
and
here we
neither
go.
of them are linked. Well, it's just because of the delay. I've got to get in. So the first one, on the weekend, obviously quarterfinal, you've scored a try. You know, you're playing good rugby. You've got the semi-final this week. Is there a part of you thinking maybe you could go again, or it's definite, like this is definite? Because I know a couple of people that retire and then come out of retirement.
There's a part of me for sure, from the match point of view, that's saying to me that, I can still keep going. I can still perform at a high enough level. It's the everything that goes around with it that reassures me that it's the right time to call it. If you get me.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, I get it. And the second one is, if you were showing your teammates, what would you rather reveal? And it's a simple one. I think everyone knows the answer. Is it your porn search history or your menu log history?
Oh.
Menu log history.
Yeah.
What might we see on the other one, though?
That's what I was going to ask.
If there was one subject that you were typing in to search, what is it?
Swoop, you go first. No,
Mate,
Swoop, you
me?
go first.
Yeah. No, I can't tell you.
make Zeebs
Stepmother.
feel
What? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Zeebs, you were just saying though, like you still feel like you can perform on game day. With Hugo Keenan playing in the Irish Sevens team going to Paris, the Olympics, in a few months' time. I saw some little chat on Twitter, people saying that you're in such good form and Andy Farrell has a tendency of picking the best available team, that maybe there's a good shout for maybe taking you over to play the Springboks in the upcoming tour. Have you had any word to kind of keep fit after your final game for Munster, just in case?
No, not a while. I haven't spoken to Andy since Six Nations time. When I would have been very close to making the squad then. I was just coming back from injury and had a good chat with him, and I think he knew that I was, or the retirement was, coming. He had a sense of it, so there hasn't been much chat. I'd imagine he'd be going with, the players that he'll be with or coaching going forward, the younger generation. There's a lot of young talent coming through in back three especially, so the time is probably...
It'd be a nice way to finish up. Little trip to Cape Town.
It would be beautiful, straight into Willoughbies.
Yeah,
It would be
100%.
unreal. Oh, man, I'd love it.
Gets the hand went up there.
Yeah, it did. I've been looking at a little stuff over Rugby Pass where Dear Lundair, he's been interviewed and he did like a walk and talk, and he had a bit to say. I've got a lot of respect for him as a player. I think he's amazing.
Yeah.
He backs up what he says. But has it hit big headlines over in Ireland where he was saying almost like the Irish disrespected South Africa? There were a lot of things that he said there. Do you know much about that, or is it much that the boys talk about? Is that going to add to this test series where, you know, the arguments over who's the best in the world and all that type of stuff and the previous history?
Yeah.
Is it something that's going on over there?
Yeah, he had a few headlines for sure. But to be fair, to his point, like, I think the media probably did get a bit out of control here with the hopes and expectations, and I suppose it was a little bit extra around South Africa because Rassie had obviously coached us here in Munster, and he's been involved in the Irish setup, and Jacques Nienaber is now coaching in Leinster. And there's a big rivalry. Rassie hates the Irish. He really doesn't like us, which is quite funny. So it will build up even more, and it drip feeds into the players. RG Snyman's been copping a little bit of slack over it. He's the only one left, I think, in our squad, and Jean Klein as well. But there is a really big rivalry there, and it's bubbling. It's mainly the Irish media's fault. Based in Dublin, I think, as well, not the Irish media down here where I am. But yeah, it's going to be a juicy test series for sure.
Now, while we're talking coaches and internationals, obviously we are currently hanging our hat on Joe Schmidt down here in Australia. We even have a catchphrase on our show, as you know, Schmidt it in. Very pro Schmitty, although he hasn't.
Love the Schmidt.
Love the Schmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, Simon, on Schmitty? Shall we get your thoughts? Are we getting ahead of ourselves? Or?
Yeah, you're getting ahead of yourselves. No, I'm joking. It's interesting appointment. I think he'll go well. He'll have an immediate impact for sure because Joe is all over his detail and things like that. I think it'll be a bit of a shock to the system, to the Aussie players, how intense he can be. But once he finds his feet, yeah, I think he'll improve you guys tenfold, just around the little bits and pieces, but keeping the Aussie flair, the traditional Aussie flair. So it could be a match made in heaven. I hope it goes well. Yeah,
that's a good answer.
Why weren't you and Schmitty a match made in heaven?
Go on.
Don't worry, no one watches our show anyway, so just say anything.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely a clash of personalities. I think he wouldn't be into the dancing and the hip hop and the bit of crack around the camp as much as I would. And we just clashed. He loves detail, as I said. Me, not so much. So yeah, we didn't. It wasn't a love relationship too much, but no, we did get on well for the most part. It's just very very big personality clash.
And how did you enjoy your time playing at Racing over there in Paris, mate?
Man, it was the best. It was the best. Potentially, probably the best 3 years of my career. Had so much fun over there, and had some legends from Oz as well, and Luke Jones and Curtly Beale, keeping us company, entertaining us on weekends mainly.
The less we say about that, the
best. It got loose enough to me. Good crack.
Yeah, I think I got a couple of FaceTimes off you boys. You'd often, late, you'd be at KB's place. He had a real nice place in Paris. You boys would be FaceTiming.
Finn Russell
Curtly
as
could
well.
Barely see. Yeah, Finn Russell would be dancing in the back, always up for a bit of fun. But that was good. You enjoyed that, like that, mixing with the different, personalities, the different nationalities and all that stuff.
Yeah, to be fair, Racing was brilliant because a lot of the chat around going to France was the kind of French stick to themselves and the foreigners stick to themselves. And when we got over, Finn and Curtly and Luke and stuff were leading the charge off the pitch as well, getting the squad close together. So every weekend we were doing stuff with all the Frenchies, all the foreigners, Fijians, everybody was mixing, which was great, and they were driving that on. So Yeah, when you were getting the FaceTimes, the time difference probably worked out well because it was probably all hours in Paris.
Oh, yes. Perfect for me.
Yeah.
Now, friend of the pod, Mac Hansen. He's been on a couple of times. How does Mac go over there in Cork? Has he assimilated okay, or are people a bit confused by him?
Isn't he?
He's his own on it,
Cork.
mate.
Sorry, Connacht, not Cork.
Just Ireland.
Oh, mate, do your history.
What do you mean your history? That's geography.
Well,
You
just like
Just research.
history,
Anything.
geography, research, something. Just do something.
Like,
Yeah, there are.
let me finish.
There are other towns in Ireland other than Cork.
He's near Cork.
Mac.
How do you
Close.
pronounce
Mac is
Connacht, by the way?
I say Connacht.
Connacht.
Connacht. No,
Connacht.
how far is Connacht from Cork?
It's about 2 hours.
That's
It's about 2
the
hours.
same place. In Australia, Sydney.
Mate, no, it's not.
That's the same joint.
Sydney and Canberra.
Anywho, how does
Sydney-
Mac go
Sydney
over
are
there?
wankers.
I fucking regret this question. I tell you, mate.
Mac is loved, to be fair. Mac is loved. They love the Australian crack over here. He's a bit wild, a bit loose. He is what you see, like, you know, what you get in the tin. But he is loved. He's embraced fully. And obviously he backs it up on the big weekends. So, yeah, a lot of love for Mac.
See, great question.
Yeah.
Great question.
We got there.
Good,
in the
good
end.
question.
Very good. Now, lads, we are short on time with Zeebs.
Well, I just want to ask Zeebs about going into this weekend, mate. Semi-final.
Did you just not hear him, mate?
Against-
We're short
No,
on
he's
time.
all right. No,
Yeah,
I was
but-
saying, is there another one?
Yeah.
Was that-
Glasgow Warriors, mate. Just talk us through that. What's going to happen? You got to play in the final?
Hope so. Hopefully a final, and if we do get through, the final will be in Thomond Park. So it could be incredibly special. It could be
Hold on.
built up, or
You
it
just
could
said
be nice-
straight away be Thomond Park. So you're saying Leinster's going to dust the Bulls?
even if they don't,
Oh, is it-
we have a home final
Oh,
because
right.
we finished first.
Okay,
So
well.
we just have to make sure, yeah, it goes well this weekend. But yeah, we have a big rivalry with Glasgow over the last, I'd say 7-8 years. So it's going to be an incredibly hard game.
Who do you hate the most out of that Glasgow outfit?
Yeah, name a player.
Yeah, name one. Just before you play him. Who's the biggest
Duncan
wanker?
Ware. No, I actually really get on with Duncan Ware. I don't know. I would have said Finn Russell or Stuart Hogg before when they used to play with them. So, but now not so many. Just the team in general.
And if you got through though, the perfect scenario would be retirement, but the final you play Leinster, I'd imagine, is that like that would be
Dream
the
scenario.
ultimate dream for you.
That would be incredible. Yeah, for my last game to be against Leinster in the final in Thomond Park that would be incredible. But as you know, can't get ahead of yourself. Semi-final is going to be very juicy, but hopefully, we get a big crowd and make it in a class event, and hopefully play our best rugby, get through to give ourselves a chance. Yeah, of a home final would be special for my last game.
Speaking
For
of
sure.
juicy, shoot Shag Murray. Go on over to you.
No,
We'll
not
do it, mate.
Chad Murray. No, so Zeebs, I've got a start,
Oh, that's not bad though.
bench, and drop. Right, so it's Tommy Bowe, it's Keith
Yeah.
Earls, and it's James Lowe. You've got to start one, bench one, drop one.
I would start Keith Earls.
Oh yeah.
I start Keith Earls. I would bench Tommy, probably drop James, just because I've played with Keith longer. And
you don't have to
Tommy
justify
longer,
it.
Yeah.
No, there's no context.
just because of that.
Just pick your team.
Now, Zeebs, as you've seen on this show, we'd like to swing it around on the three boys here. Shoot, shag, marry. Is it? Sorry. Bench, play, and leave it home.
Yeah, what is it?
Start, bench, and drop.
Start, bench, and drop. Git, swoop, or biv. Who are you going, Zeebs?
But just be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Start Matt, bench Adam, drop Drew.
How many is that in a row?
I think is it 4?
Sorry, Drew.
It's so
sorry.
good.
Zeebs.
No,
Don't be
we're back
sorry,
to-
mate.
we're
It's
back to
it's just
normality.
how you see it. It's mate.
He's
He's
just upset from
He's
when I
honest.
played against him.
very good rugby IQ. This bloke.
All right,
He
well,
gets
can
it.
we go? Can we go shoot shag? What was the other one?
Marry.
That's it. Shoot, shag, marry.
The three of us.
Okay.
If I get shot,
And you can shoot Drew.
Well, let's be honest. You're definitely fucking me, Zeebs.
Shoot, Matt, shag, Drew, marry Adam.
Yeah.
Hey, you would be desperately unhappy if you marry Adam.
No, we won't. We'll have some good times, Zeebs. Let me tell you,
Yeah,
son.
surfboard's out.
We'll have some good
Surfboard's
crack.
out.
Right?
Now,
Babysitting going on there.
So before you go, we do the quiz with our guest. You would have seen this. You are the subject of the quiz. We'll race through it. I know we're running out of time. Best of 5 questions. Gentlemen, you're against each other. Drew,
I've got a really good feeling about this quiz.
Have you?
Yeah.
And Drew, you get cranky
Go
at me when I
away.
forget to ask the guest. All right?
Yeah, remember to ask the
feeling,
guest.
Cranky.
Huge, great feeling.
And is it who normally claims they're winning when they're not? Is that Gitz or is that you?
That's Gitz. He's a wanker like that.
Okay. Question number 1. During the 2013 Lions tour, Simon had to perform a punishment enforced by the rest of the squad. For his punishment, he had to call his club coach at Munster, which was at the time Rob Penny. What did Zebo have to ask his coach? Was it A,
Oh, that's such a good guess.
Simon had to ask Rob if it was okay to trial in the back row next season? Was it B, whether he could be loaned out to Leinster? Was it C, whether he is in the running for captain? Or was it D, he has to try and convince Rob that he could see into the future, where he predicted Rob would be coaching the Crusaders when they missed the finals for the first time since 2015?
I'll go first.
Yep.
C, captaincy.
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 Captaincy. Gets.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Captaincy.
Okay. Zeebs.
Captaincy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good video, by the way.
It is a good video.
Very good
Get on, have a look.
Mate, that's a great
Thank you,
get.
thank you.
That's a great get, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good gag.
Yeah.
Very good. Did Rob Penny ever call you a Zeebs?
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you? Was the press conference?
Yeah. Just relax, mate.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He said, sorry, Zeebs. That was the press conference. That was
Yeah, I remember.
With the Crusaders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that wasn't in the clip.
It might have been. All right, question number 2. Simon Zebo on TikTok has gone viral, taking the piss out of a former teammate and fellow RTE sports pundit about his posh Dublin bar, The Bridge. Which player is Zebo taking the mickey out of? Is it A, Jamie Heaslip, B, Stephen Ferris, C, Jerry Flannery, or D, who are we kidding? Dublin doesn't have any posh bars. Swoop.
I went first last time, mate. Let someone else
Sorry,
go.
Biff.
Who was B?
B was Stephen Ferris.
Yeah, I'm going Stephen Ferris.
Gets.
Heaslip.
Yeah, I think Heaslip owns a few of those little naughty things in Dubbo. So, Dublin being Dubbo. I'm going to go Heaslip.
Heaslip. Zeebs.
He slipped. Yes.
You're one behind, Drew.
I thought there was nothing posh about Jamie Heaslip.
Question number 3. In an interview with Munster teammate Francis Saley,
Yeah.
Simon said he sang at his sister's wedding. What song do you think he sang? A, All of Me, John Legend. B, I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. C, No Diggity by Blackstreet. D, Toxic by Britney Spears.
Go, you go.
Wow. I don't know why, but No Diggity screaming out to me.
I was going to go No Diggity because you mentioned the R&B and stuff before with Schmitty, but I'm going to go with All of Me, John Legend.
Swoop.
It's a big tune, big
It
track.
is a big tune.
Yeah, they're all slappers, particularly Toxic by Britney. But I'm going to play the tactical game here. One, because I'm in front of him. So if I go,
Just answer,
oh, well, mate, All of Me, Johnny Legend.
Zeebs, what'd you sing?
No diggity. No diggity.
How does No Diggity go, Zeebs? I don't know it. Could you sing it for us? A couple of bars?
Give us a bit.
I don't know much of it, but it goes something like try to get down, good Lord. Baby got it moving all over town. What a tune.
Swoop diggity, no dog.
Hey.
That was so
Nice
bad. Seriously.
Question number 4. When Simon was 16, he had to choose between rugby and one other sport to focus on in a professional capacity. What was the other sport? Was it A, Gaelic football? Was it B, football/soccer? C, golf? Or D, hurling? Gits or no, Biv, you're up.
I'll go football, soccer.
Hurling.
And you, Goit.
I'm pretty sure it's football / soccer.
Zeebs.
Hurling.
Oh, wow.
This is great.
Jones.
Thanks, Zeebs.
Is that the one with the stick and you grab it and you whack it with the stick thing?
Yeah.
Wow. I know that's
That's brutal, that game too.
That's why we're getting married. Zeebs and I are pretty tight. So score check at Footy Park.
This is just turned into perfect
Score
match.
check at Footy Park would be
I believe it's 3-3-2.
Yeah,
3-3-1. Drew's on one.
Drew tried to give you one. 3-3-1. Okay, that means it is basically between Swoop and Gits here. Question number 5. You're allowed to play.
Yeah, thanks.
In a carpool karaoke spin-off with a Munster teammate, what did Simon say when asked to disclose something people don't know about him? Was it A, he absolutely loves baking? B, he is a complete neat freak? C, his new hobby is beekeeping? Or D, he thinks the idea of straightening his teeth is a waste of money?
It's because he's got nice teeth. Well, I'm going to go. What was B?
B was neat freak.
Yeah.
B, Swoop.
I'll let Gits go first.
Gits.
No, it's your turn, idiot.
Because Zeebs and I are pretty tight and we know each other.
always a
That's
lot
why
of
I got him on. That's
explanation
why I got him on
behind
the pod. I think he's a real neat freak, like us. Well, not like you.
No, not like me.
And
Goit.
Well, I
Me
reckon
free.
just because.
Oh, shit.
What do you say? What do you say?
Wait up. Let me have it. Just because I got him on the pod and we're really tight, I was messaging him a couple of jokes before. Neat freak. We were talking about being neat freaks together.
Yeah, spot on, man.
A ding, ding, ding. We need a tiebreaker.
Well, you kind
tiebreaker.
of gave that up in the intro.
Did you?
He likes chores, yeah. So that's why I
mate.
picked that.
Foolish. Here we go. This is the tiebreaker, Zeebs, and we'll let you go. In a 2023 Rugby Lad interview, which player did Zebo say was the greatest player he had ever played with? Was it Verimi Vakatawa? B.
Vakatawa.
Sorry. B. Ronan O'Gara. C. Connor Murray. Or D. Paul O'Connell. Gits, you are up first.
Oh, see, the Irish legends, everyone's going to feel like that's what he should have chosen. But I think it's Vakatawa because at that time at Rusting, he was a freak.
Yeah. I'm going to go with him too because he's the only non-Irish player in it, so it's a little bit too obvious.
Yeah, you've got to go with it.
No, but Swoop, you're not that smart. You would have gone O'Connell or something, please. Don't
I'm
just go
pushing
with
this
me.
to another tiebreaker, son. Vakatawa.
Oh, he's got to go. Zeebs has a meeting. Like,
Okay, the
he's
answer
gotta go.
is Vakatawa.
Yeah, exactly right. And Tommy's throwing his hands up because he doesn't have a
No.
bonus
We'll
round
do
question going.
what we'll do is closest to the mark. So,
You know what, Swoop? We'll just say whoever got him on the pod wins.
Well, who texted him first wins.
okay,
Well, it doesn't really work like that, mate.
Well, it kind of does.
Come on.
I close the deal.
okay. Let's go closest to the number of games that Zeebs has played for Munster.
Okay.
Sweet.
Oh, wow.
Let's go.
Drew, you go first.
I'm going to go 147.
That's outrageous. That is an outrageous number of games.
147. Yep, go.
I'm going 155.
Yes, and Gits.
You just shit can Drew saying that's outrageous. I feel like you should go. I'm going 123.
170. Oh, sorry, Zeebs. Do you know how many?
179 or something.
There you go.
You know who was the closest? Who was the closest? I told you I had a good feeling about this quiz.
Yeah, because like you said in the intro again, over 200 games for Munster and Racing. You only played how many
just
years
tossed
in
that up.
Racing?
But you got it wrong.
I know. 3 years.
Right?
I wanted to adjust
That
it.
is what's known as tying the knot with
Yeah,
Simon.
but in France, they flog you. So.
Okay, we're going to let Zeebs go. Zeebs,
Yeah, let's let him go.
thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
so much.
Good luck
My
against
pleasure.
the Warriors.
My pleasure.
All the best for the rest of hopefully
Yeah,
2
good
more
luck.
games in your career, bud.
Thanks so much, lads. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
No worries. We'll catch you over there soon. We should probably get up
Yeah,
there and do a
catch
live
you
show
over
in
soon.
Dublin or in Cork.
Yeah, or
let's get over and get on the piss with Zeebs. I heard he's
Oh.
a loose maniac.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, there you go. Zeebs, one of the greats.
Yeah.
One of the greats. And so good that these big players are joining our podcast. Kickoffs,
And going out of
kickoffs.
their way as well.
Yeah.
Also parked up. What's with these players just parking up outside their houses or
Mate, it seems like they're embarrassed to do the pod at home.
Yeah, they don't want to tell their family. That's 100% it.
He said
They're
that with
lying.
such
They're
conviction.
lying. Oh, where are you off to? Oh, just up the shops.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to buy a 6-pack, 7 in the morning. They prefer to say that than going on the podcast.
They're getting in a little sneaky cocoa app.
Yeah,
Good on 'em.
It is embarrassing for them. Okay, socials. We're going to finish the show now, lads. We are running long, as always. Socials, where can they find us? At Kickoffs, Kick-Ons on everywhere except for YouTube, which is at Kickoffs and Kick-Ons. Our new website, you did it so well the first time. Gits, do it again for me.
Oh, you can get us at www.thecocoshow.com.
You forgot the dot. You forgot the dot.
You forgot the dot, mate.
No, but you also, it's not the Coco Show. It's kickoffsandkickons.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was reading that back screen there. Like, I got confused. It's so late here. Mate, it's 12:15 here. Like,
No, it's not. Is it?
it
It might
is.
be. Is it?
13 past, bro.
Oh,
Yes, it
sorry,
is.
bro.
Oh, you're doing very well.
Past midnight.
Are you putting the lederhosen back on and heading out?
Oh, yeah. I told the boys. I said, don't worry, I'll be back. I'm not going back.
Yes, www.kickoffsandkickons.com is where you can find there's everything on there. There's our shows, there's our socials. There's a live show that's coming up that we're doing, Australia v Georgia at Allianz. There's also our merch, which is available, the Schmitted In shirts. We now have the Wallaby Gold. Also, the beer coolers, which people are getting around. We actually need some in here for our... We'll get them in here very shortly. Finally, and most importantly, it is a huge thanks to our sponsor, Polo, Ralph, Lauren, who without their support, we wouldn't exist. And God, we look good in their kit. Everybody looks fantastic.
Look good, feel good, do good.
Yeah. So get out there and spend every cent you have on Polo, Ralph, Lauren.
And then go on your credit card and even spend the cents you don't have.
That's right. Just spend whatever you got.
Go nuts.
Just have a good time. And a reminder, if you want to buy it online, people buy stuff online.
Where do they go?
They go to www.maya.com.au. Please get on there, buy as much Polo. Let us survive as a podcast. Hey, gents, that's the end of the show. Anybody got anything else to add?
No, it's always the worst time of the week, saying goodbye.
I know.
But we get to do it next week.
We do. Do we have a guest lined up next week, lads?
I'll get one.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
that'll
got
happen.
one. We're
Oh,
brewing.
bubbling?
We're brewing.
Oh.
Oh, you know.
Probably
You're
be
all
me.
over it,
Yeah, it's
really.
all over it. Yep. Just waiting for
Very
confirmation.
good.
brewing,
Well,
Beefy.
What's that?
Are we brewing?
Yeah, we're brewing.
Yep.
All right. Arrivederci. Give us one.
Cuckoo!
That felt good.
I love
a
the
good
follow
one.
through on that.
Yeah.
Cuckoo!
Oh, wow. That is the best video on YouTube. You know what you need to do now? You need to like and subscribe down there. Or if you want extra content, might be down there, you need to go up here or up here and get more of that gear. Thanks for supporting Kickoffs and Kick-Ons, and we will see you very soon.